Hey beautiful ladies, I'm going to put my makeup on today and show you what the main hack is, which is highlight and contour, and I'll also put some lip and cheek on. So let's get started, okay? All right, first I'm going to contour my face, and I am going to use the new contour. I think it's Hazel. I'll have to tell you the color. I'm going to contour my forehead to minimize the size of my forehead and to give me some depth. So I'm getting it up in my hairline, and I'm going to go close to my eyebrow. All right, let's contour the cheek, and I'm going to go high up on my cheek, start back here and go into the center of my pupil. And this is going to make my face look thinner. I have an oval face, so I have a lot of cheek, so I'm going to go higher up to make those cheeks not look so large. All right. I'm gonna go right underneath my jaw, create a shadow there. And go right down the middle. Okay, now that I've contoured, I'm going to go ahead and do my what we call highlight. And I use two highlights. I use a lighter highlight for brightening, and I use a darker highlight for coverage. And depending on your skin tone, and if you have any redness, or if you're olive, or whatever, that's how you would get color matched. But these work good for me. I'm actually gonna use Sandy and Sunlit. So let's go in with Sunlit, which is my lighter one. And I'm just gonna put it on and I'll blend it in a minute. Put a little here. I'm going to stay away from underneath my eye because I have wrinkles there and my skin is a little softer. It's not as tight, so I don't want to put product directly on there. I like to do a little bit underneath my contour of the lighter one. Really chisel in those cheekbones. Okay, now I'm going to use my darker one, which is Sandy. And this is just for a little bit of coverage. And I'm going to put that right here. Still staying away from my eye. And Sandy is a good color corrector. It cancels out, because it has a little yellow in it. It cancels out red blemishes. So if I get any little red acne, it's a good one. And I can help you figure that out, what color corrects what and what you have on your face. Okay, so what's important now is I'm gonna let this warm up, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm going to blend it. And then I will contour my nose and my lips after I blend. So I'll be right back. Okay, we've warmed up, and now I'm going to blend with a kind of a fluffy ended brush. It's not as fluffy as this side here, but this is the blush and bronzer brush, so I like this end of it to do my lighter. I'm gonna do my lighter first. And now I can kind of go up underneath my eye a little bit. I'm not getting it too far in there. This is where I can kind of push it up in my little wrinkles, because I've let the makeup warm up and I'm just kind of getting the residuals for coverage there. All right, I'm going to blend my contour with my contour brush today, which is the flat-ended brush, and I am gonna, because I don't really want it to come off, I kind of want it to stay I'm gonna stipple it in there. And then I'll do a little light blending here in a minute with the end of the fluffy end of a brush. Okay, I have another brush here. It's a blush and bronzer brush, but I use this one for my darker colors. And I'm just gonna press that in there. All right, so I have blended that in. I'm also gonna take my Perfector sponge, which is just a wetted, wrung out really well beauty blender. And I'm gonna go in the spots where I have a little bit of wrinkles and I don't want the product just to hang out where those wrinkles are. This is very important when you're doing cream makeup. You can see I have a little scowl. So, all right. We have put on our contour and our highlight. I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose and my lips real quick. And I'm going to use the same color contour. I'm just going to use the end of the smudge brush. And I'm just going to get right here on my nose. So I'm kind of right on top and on the edge a little bit. And this is going to make my nose look thinner and a little bit more defined. And I do my lips. And I'm kind of going right underneath. Remember, a contour just creates a shadow. And this will make my lips look fuller. Whereas when I put it on my cheeks, my chin, and my forehead, it makes it look thinner. So contour can be used for both. All right, let's see here. Take a little bit of my lighter one, put it right up my nose. And then I'm gonna take my and blend that in with the end of my brush. Okay, so now we're gonna pick a lip and cheek, and I'm actually gonna pick one of the ones that is on sale. And I think, let me look at my computer here. We'll do Wallflower, which is like a peachy orange color. So I'm going to do Wallflower, which I have right here. This color right here, and it's on sale 40% off. So let's see what it looks like. It's a really pretty color. Very natural. And I'm just stippling it in, and I'll blend it here in a minute. Let me put it on my lips. Okay. And we will go ahead and blend that in. And you can put on as much as you want. I just like a little bit. Okay, my makeup is on, and I'm gonna come back and show you some of the on sale eyeshadows. What do you think? See you in a minute.